everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new animated series just dropped on Netflix. It's called Agent Elvis, and when I saw the trailer for this series, I was like, whoa, this is very interesting. Is Netflix allowed to make this show? So looks like this show, it is like the creator for this show is Priscilla. Like she's one of the creator, and this series is actually from Sony Studio. How do I know this? Because they're advertising on Twitter, and I was like, oh, that's very interesting. So this series, it is starring Matthew Macconaughey, Caitlin Wilson, and this series has only 10 episodes, and each episode is not that long. And what do I think about this series? I thought this series was actually quite entertaining, and the first episode, it was a little bit like, maybe I will say not that good as the pilot episode, but as the series goes on, I thought this series was quite entertaining. Overall, very interesting idea about being, Elvis Presley, who is a part-time crime fighter in this series, and he's become a agent, I guess. That is what this series is about. So I found, very interesting take on his character, and the voice work from Matthew Macconaughey. He's actually really good. Okay, maybe he's not that good in the first episode, because you can feel Matthew Macconaughey is talking in this series. But as the series goes on, I think he was okay as a voice, as the Elvis. I was like, whoa, that's very good choice. And getting Matthew Macconaughey probably wasn't cheap. That's for sure. But like, how is he voicing here? That is, I think in these days, Matthew Macconaughey is not doing that much movies for some reason. Although I really like him as an actor. I thought he did a pretty good job in this series. And overall, this series, it is very entertaining. And the story they were telling, also very interesting. Same time, it is a little rough as it's in the beginning. Because I know who will watch this show. Based on that, I think the language they use in this series, it will turn off some people, because like, end of the day, because Elvis, whenever you hear this name does bring all the female audience. I know that because I make many Elvis related stuff. That is what I'm saying. I think that this will turn off the actual Elvis fan. They will tune into this show and they'll be like, what's up with all this language? Sometimes the language isn't very good. Although these characters are, however, they are funny. Some of the jokes are really funny. And some of the jokes are like really dark. And this series, it is very bloody. And, really bloody. Like, the blood was just flying everywhere around. And I think this series, it is, end of the day, I guess it is R-rated. But I think people will enjoy this series who are looking forward to. But people who saw the trailer, I don't think many people will be like when the trailer dropped for this series, didn't create that much buzz. So I don't imagine it will be a huge hit, unfortunately. But if you are looking forward to this, I think it's worth checking. It is quite entertaining. And if you like Elvis Presley, which is many people do, you will like this series, because end of the day, his daughter was involved in this. Although this series tried to show him in a like he's just this womanizer in this, and I was like, whoa. Then again, the daughter was involved, I don't know. Maybe that's how it was. This series tried to paint him as that. There is a lot of happy joke here and there. I thought this series was honestly entertaining. I just didn't like the language they used here. I don't know why it was necessary. That will turn off some people. That is I'm saying as a reviewer. And as a viewer, I didn't mind the language. Honestly, I'm like, whoa, this is end of the day R-rated. I'm just saying it as a reviewer. I think it was very unnecessary. It is very bloody and gore. Overall, it's worth checking if you like this kind of stuff. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this series. And if you enjoyed about this review, don't forget my other reviews on other Netflix show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.